you doing? Get up! It's time to make a dehydrating video!
Really?
You're all the time sleeping.
I'm tired.
It's not that hard cutting wood.
Come on.
Get to work.
Come on, man. That's not right. Who are you hitting?
It's time.
Oh, I hate you. Alright, let me wake up for a second. Where's my coffee?
In the thermos? Alright, you get started. You have coffee. The people are waiting.
Shh. Alright, why is it that I always have to do everything around here? It's firewood season. I should be able to sleep. But since I have to be awake and my wife's bugging me and won't let me go back to sleep, I'm just going to have to show her how it's done. And then maybe she can figure out how to cook someday.
Really?
Let me show you what I got on the table and we'll see how you say about me then. So today, I'm going to educate my wife on how to eat stuff that isn't too bad for you, but tastes like it's really bad for you. Because today, we're making Cheeto chicken. That's right. We're going to have Cheetos, we're going to have chicken, and you're going to let me go to sleep afterwards. Now, first thing, I'm not paying $5 for a bag of Cheetos this size. Not happening. $1.50 at Walmart. Great value brand. Same thing. You have to get the hard Cheetos. Because those are the ones that get all over your fingers, you know, when you eat them. And they have that flavor. Need that. 2 pounds of chicken. Approximately 3 pounds, 3 chicken breasts, approximately, before you cook it. It weighs about 3 chicken breasts raw weight. Okay, you take those, you cook them in a pot, boil them, whatever. Slow cooker, pressure cooker. We use pressure cooker. Then you need to shred it. And when I mean shred it, get it as small as you possibly can. Blender, coffee grinder, food processor is what we use. Grind it down as small as you can. If you want to go around this whole step, just go out and buy canned chicken. You don't have to do anything. Just break it up, you know. So, we got our chicken. Big bowl. Chicken in big bowl. Wife, looking over my shoulder, getting educated. So, you open Cheetos. Don't allow dogs to know you have Cheetos. Don't allow wife to know you have Cheetos, because you'll never get to the point where you get to dehydrated if you do. If you have children, same thing. Can I have you help me open that, my lovely Vanna White assistant? Hey, this is free education. You should be happy. So, we put the whole bag in there. And, yeah. See? This is the kind you want, though. You don't want the big puffs. We want the little hard ones. Take it. Roll the air out of the bag. Zip it. Make sure you got a good bag that seals. Open it back up. Flatten it out. Here comes the fun part. Now normally we'd use a rolling pin, but somebody lost the nice new rolling pin. We got it for Christmas a year or two ago. So what we want to do is just basically powderize this. We don't want it in chunks. We want it powdered.
We'll laugh if you smash your finger.
Hey, why don't you put your hand down here? We'll find out. So, take your time, crush it real good. Rolling pin works much better. If you want, if you've got a lid for it, you can use your food processor to do this. Oop, it popped the end. Too much pressure. Nope, popped. Make sure your bag stays closed. I'll let my wife continue while I somewhat hold mine closed. Now the concept behind this is once you get it all crushed, anybody who's ate these will see their fingers get all dyed, and you know what I mean? It gets everywhere. And there's a reason for that. We want that. Because whatever we mix this with after we made it in the chicken is going to pick up that flavor. For us personally, we are doing this to put in ramen. So the finished product will get put in a pack of ramen and be good to go. And that flavor will spread through the ramen. Alright, so now we've gone to this point. We're going to open it up and not get it all everywhere, hopefully. Alright.
You did that like a professional.
I am a professional. I thought you knew. You get me woke up and get me going, that's what happens. So we're going to add... That would be a quarter, right? Mm-hmm. I did it wrong. It's supposed to be a half cup of water. Sorry, guys. Her cups get me confused. So a half cup of water. Real men use wooden spoons, just so you know. I don't think we did a good enough job of crushing these up, but it'll be fine. So as you can see, it's kind of pasting into the chicken. That's what you want to do, is press it in. Definitely should have gone a little farther with our crushing, but I like it. It looks good. It's going to taste even better. I'm going to add just a bit more water. Just a bit. Honey, you want to take over?
Sure.
So the value of this comes down to calories. Calorie dense meals. It's one thing to be healthy, have lots of proteins and stuff. Some days are just butt kickers. And you just need high calories while ingesting, you know, you can only eat so much before your belly gets full. So this is just a way to up the calorie count on a night where you're not wanting to eat a whole ton. Because taking some of this and tossing it into a pack of ramen or like regular instant mashed potatoes, it's going to taste like Cheetos, have a high calorie count, but still have the protein of the chicken and plenty of carbs. Now we're starting to get it. You'll know when it stops being white. The chicken won't be white anymore. That's how you'll know you've got it mixed. And like I said, we left ours a little chunky. You could probably break it down a lot more. Okay. So as you can see, it's no longer white. Now, what you do is you have to put parchment paper on your dehydrator for this. Something we want to talk about. This is Dollar Tree parchment paper. This is what we've been using. This is non-stick parchment paper, Great Value brand. This costs $1 for 25 feet, and it's much shorter. You see that? This costs $4 for 60 feet. This actually costs double as much, but the paper is double as thick, and we think you'll have a lot less sticking issues with it. We'll let you know more at the end of this, but this is what we're going to start using, is the Great Value paper, just because it seems to be thicker and probably hold up better. So we bring in our dehydrator, pop the top. She's running the paper on there. So all you do is put it there, and she'll take her hand and just flatten it out. And just crush it down. It's going to be a very dry consistency. It's supposed to be, because basically we're making a powdered mix with chicken in it. That's basically all we're making. We don't want to add a bunch of moisture to this. Just enough so we can get it like a real dry paste.
Otherwise you end up just dehydrating a lot longer.
Yeah, you're just adding water that still has to be dehydrated, and it's not. That's not what you want. We're trying just to put enough to where it makes it all the white go away. And then it's really, I mean, it's really a dry powder mix.
Looks really good.
Smells amazing, honestly. But much like our buffalo chicken recipe, when you put it in things, that flavor is going to come out. Now, I will say you probably will get better results with the name brand Cheetos, honestly. But the price point for us, you know, $4 or $5 versus $1.50, that's a no-brainer. This will be plenty good. And like I said, you can put this in some mashed potatoes or put this in some rice, some white rice, so it can just pick up the flavor. I mean, you'll see when we rehydrate at the end and show you. We're going to do ours in ramen, and it's going to pick that flavor up and put it in all those juices. So every bite you take is going to have like a Cheeto flavor to it.
I think it would be really good in the cheesy mashed potatoes.
Very good in cheesy mashed potatoes. Or you know what else you could do is mix this in with some Easy Mac. That would work good. But I can promise you, if you're sitting down and somebody asks you, what are you eating? You can say, I'm eating Cheeto chicken. They're going to look at you like you're crazy. Then they're going to be envious. The one benefit to this that we haven't talked about yet is cold soaking. This will work excellent for cold soaking. This is the easiest cold soaking you'll ever do. 5 or 10 minutes, this will be fully rehydrated and ready to eat. No problem. You hear a lot of people down talk cold soaking, that it doesn't work, that it's hard to do. Some foods are hard for cold soaking, I admit that. This is not one. This one's easy. Alright. So that's it. 2 trays. This is what they look like. And we're going to get them all dehydrated down. We'll come back, tell you how long they took. We'll sample the goods. If I can keep my wife out of it,
right,
it'll be amazing.
Sample the goods.
Sample the goods. And we'll see if I can keep my wife out of it and my dogs. Alright, so 6.5 hours later, we're back. It actually did not take very long at all to dehydrate this. It was fast. And it kind of even doesn't even look dehydrated, but it is. So, when we dehydrate stuff, the first thing we tell everyone is, A, your dehydrator doesn't matter. It doesn't. Alright? The second thing is, all the flavoring you're putting in here is being muted. So add more flavoring. That's what we're going to do on the outgoing side of this. So, my wife's going to get this open. Now, when we do things that are like chicken that we throw into other stuff, we do it all in one big bag and then we portion it out as we go. This was made to do 8 servings that you would add to something else. Alright, so every tray would become 4 servings, which is a lot. I mean, that's like a huge fistful. Then you throw it in either potatoes or ramen noodles like we're doing. And so we'll just start with that and we'll go from there. North side, that'd be really good in north side. So basically she's going to pop it all into the bag. And I'll kind of crunch it up as we go. And it breaks up super easy. And I'm going to have her let me take a chunk here and show it to you guys. That's what it looks like. It's real light. It's crazy how light that is.
Crazy light.
And there's some calories there, boy. There's some serious calories there. But like I said, the flavor's muted, so we got one more step. Okay, look at that. Look at how much is in there. You know how many add to meals that's going to do? Now, last step. In the beginning, I knew it was going to mute it down, so that's why we went with the Great Value version of Cheetos. Now we need to bring that back up, that flavor back up, okay? So what I did was, got these for 75 cents at a gas station. These are the Flaming Hot Cheetos. I put them in this mixer cup and busted it all up real small. It's like almost like a powder now. So what we're going to do she's going to close that and just shake it. So we're re-seasoning it basically. And as she's mixing it, you're going to see that red mix in with it. And then you would take this bag and bust it down to your 8 servings, okay? In your single serves. But we just leave ours in the freezer like this, and this is crazy heavy. I can't tell you guys how heavy this is, but for how much is in there, it's extremely light. Now, the fun part. We're mixing ours with regular chicken ramen. Check that out. Get a little closer here. That, my friends, is just hiker trash goodness there. Just kind of like, has the smell of like when you put crackers in chicken noodle soup, but it's not like that Flaming Hot Cheeto smell in there too. So it's kind of like breading and noodles. You know that smell?
Like Cheez-It crackers and
maybe
chicken noodle soup. That is the bomb. That is really good.
Holy cow.
I think you've done it again. You're only supposed to take one bite.
Pull that hot. I got a hot bite. Get from the bottom. Stop taking it from the top. Whoo, boy, that was good. You got a hot one?
Mm-mm.
Right there. That red piece. Right there. There's some hot bites in that where I didn't get them crushed up good enough. And it hits you right at the end, like way after the aftertaste, it hits you.
That is really good, though.
Let me tell you what that is. That is winter camping food right there.
Yes.
That is that I'm getting ready to climb in my sleeping bag. I need something warm and yummy in my tummy that's going to heat my whole body up. Processing that is going to be enough to get your digestive system warming you up. But just the warmness that comes after the aftertaste, you don't even expect it. You're like, that was good, I guess. I don't know. And then suddenly it's like, whoo, yeah, I feel some heat.
I don't know, though. I think some of that may go on our trip in September.
It's going to be like 70 degrees at night.
Don't care.
But there you go, guys. You want to talk about being the man on trail? We give you guys some recipes where you can sit down and people just, their eyes pop out of their head when you tell them what you're having for dinner. But this one here, Cheetos chicken. Ain't nobody ever thought of that or did it. And us, well, me, you don't get any. This is
what?
mine.
What? Share!
No. No. Mine.